teams and organizations balance just trying to win out here with.
When you consider, well, this is the 5th this year, dropping down to 17. He could be one of the guys. However, when you look,
play tonight, but by sitting him here, he will play tomorrow. He's not.
They absolutely are, Katie. I talked to Dalton pregame, just asked him how.
Out of bounds, like his debut after those 3 in California.
And how about my get after it like that?
Oh, Lakins passing lane. Can't lay it in. Their bench, and we've seen so far in the summer. And a foul on the floor against Olive.
As we take a look at the rosters.
Reggie Evans is a...
Baker is fouled by DR. League in the NBA app. Get access to real-time scores, stats, schedules, and behind-the-scenes stories as the league's next generation takes the court for the first time. Download the NBA app now. Zachary Rees-Sachet, part of that next generation. Not suited up tonight. He did play the first 2 for Atlanta. 18 points against Washington. Had a good note about his dad, too. I'm bummed. Maybe I'll still share it later.
Still use it.
Yeah. Diarra hits the 3.
Now, when he was at NC State last year, Kevin Keats would tell us he's a different player when he knocks down at 3. He sees one goes down, that he's all over the offensive glass. He's doing everything that you need for him to do to get a win.
That's the first triple tonight for the Lakers. They barely shot any. 1 for 4 from downtown. 12 of 23 overall. Hinson obliges. Comes up a little bit short. He was the best 3-point shooter in the ACC last year at about 42%. Matthews had his pocket pick. Kuzi, active hands defensively. Stays here with the Hawks. Tommy Kuzi's a great story. Started as a walk-on at St. Mary's. Ended as a first-team All-WCC performer and the 6th man of the year.
Tommy Kuzi is going to be one of the greatest 40 and over players in the history of the world, because he plays like that now. His style does not have to change.
Baker missed the 3. Out of bounds off the Lakers. It was Oliveri who touched it last. The R saying my bad.
Tommy Kuzi, one of the first 6-year guys, taking advantage of his opportunity with COVID rules, as you mentioned. Started at St. Mary's as a walk-on. Found his way not only to a scholarship, but being a multiple-year starter.
Liddell discards Hinson. Gets called for the foul.
This evening. Well, that's what Summer League's all about, right? Showing what you can do aside from scoring, trying to make a big club where they already have stars.
It's very true. And knowing that they don't need you to score. They need you to defend. Your scoring opportunities will come off of the stars on the team. And, of course, the Lakers have multiple.
Lakers turn it over. And by the way, you said, what'd you say, Kuzi's going to be the best 40 and over player?
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't you think LeBron's going to have something to say about that in December?
LeBron's not going to play over 40, but so long. Tommy's going to play until he's 65.
Oh, man, with the way LeBron takes care of his body.
Oh, he could very well play to 45. He may play when Price comes into the league. That could happen. But he's not going to play to 65.
There's Joyner. Nice finish. And the Lakers want a timeout. Their summer head coach, Dane Johnson, will talk it over.
In my opinion, right now, he might be the standout of summer at this point.
Well, Stephon Castle might have been on his way. He injured his wrist in the 4th quarter of their first game. Spurs shut him down. But, yeah, Shepherd, he's showing you some stuff that you didn't even really see at Kentucky, too.
You didn't see.
What we're seeing right now is Bronny James checking back in. He played the first 6 minutes. He sat for teams and organizations balance, just trying to win out here. With
when you consider you sit a veteran down that long,
well, this is the 5th this year, dropping down to 17.
He could.
E.J. Liddell is fouled, and Bronny James set to check back in. Chatting with Dane Johnson, who's the Lakers coach this summer. Just finished his first season, as the head coach of the South Bay Lakers, but he's been on the staff since 2016. That's their G League affiliate.
Let me ask you this question. What kind of shoes you think Bronny wears?
I don't know what I'm allowed to say.
I tell you this, believe it or not, he has on LeBron's right now, but I have seen him wear Kobe's, believe it or not.
There's Joyner. Hits the three.
One thing I love about Jarkel Joyner, not only can he play, but he can also talk the game while he's playing it. That has no problem getting vocal. You see him once again doing the job defensively, pulling up a three. You got to shoot that with Jarkel, changing the game. And he's going to talk about it. He's going to let you know when he's putting in work.
That is a confident stroke. First lead for the Hawks on an 8-0 run. And Jarkel Joyner's got 8 points off the bench. Here's Bronny. Isolated against Gay. Finger roll. Rolls in.
Now that was impressive. I didn't think he had a chance to get that shot off over Gay. But the nice English rolling it off the glass and the finish.
Joyner feeling it. Missed it from the mid-range. Liddell couldn't stuff it. Here comes Oliveri. His finger roll goes off glass, and the Lakers feeling it now. Back-to-back buckets. Oliveri a chance at a three-point play.
And a nice job by the Lakers continuing to attack the basket. Bronny James not settling, getting to the rim, in transition. As Oliveri gets an opportunity at the line.
Well, Corey, we talked about Bronny's three-point shooting that he showed you at the McDonald's All-American game. You also saw the leaping ability and the hang time in the dunk contest, right?
Absolutely. He should have won the dunk contest. Could have just done an easy dunk to win it. But he went spectacular. Whoa, that's got to be a foul, right? Okay. Went spectacular, did not win it. But he put on a show. Of course, 40-inch vert genetics, pretty good, by the way.
I think so. I've heard that. Keaton Wallace around a screen on the kick. Moses Wood. No good for three. Castleton plucks the rebound for LA. Back in front by 3. Little spurt of their own after an 8-0 run from Atlanta. Castleton on the block. At 6'10".
Let's go.
Good ball movement. Bronny passed up the 3, steps back, left it short. Still looking for his first 3 as a Laker, now 0 for 16.
I like the look, though. I'm okay with that. It was a confident shot. And again, when you're not shooting the basketball well from beyond the 3, you got to make sure you check guys' confidence. He looked confident on that one.
Wood on the bounce. Gate goes to the deck to grab it. East coming the other way. Shawnee's the best player on the floor in the first quarter, and he drops it in.
He continues his run, playing great basketball, moving into that starting role at the point, and after the Hawks were able to take.
Is Warren Legary, who's joining us on the broadcast now. Warren, welcome, man. Congrats on 20 years.
Guys, thank you very much. I'm a little bit out of breath. I've been running the stairs up here starting that other game, so bear with me, all right?
And Warren, you oftentimes have to deal with all the stars coming into an event which you co-founded, and now it seems as though everybody has your number on speed dial in mid-July when you got to come to Summer League, right?
It's why I changed my number just before the summer. Guys, we want them here. This is their home. They've been so supportive. People know that if you come here, you not only have a good time, but you get a great show. So, look, come one, come all. All our stars, they're really become family. True story.
All right, so Warren, now, you've been here all 20 years. Do you have one moment that stands out as the best? And before you say anything, I'm going to tell you, I was here in attendance.
Oh, I put it out of my memory. We don't ever go back to that again. So we actually were going to put out a T-shirt that says, if it's swaying, meaning the scoreboard, we're playing, because that means it did its job. So that was bittersweet. Clearly, it's become a a earthquake moment in our history. But it was something that we had the biggest. That was when, no matter what, we probably had the most traction with inside the arena audience as well as a television audience.
Bronny knocks down the 3, his first as a Laker.
And it was a shame it was interrupted.
That's not your fault.
No, my favorite moment, believe it or not, is the reason why we're playing in here. Because when we first did it, it was always in Cox Arena. And then there was the Jeremy Lin, John Wall game. Now, it was over an hour wait outside both entries to get into the game, which means you weren't getting into the game. I even found a couple owners that I had to escort personally to make sure they got in. From that moment on, we realized if you put the
0 for 16, knocks down his first three-pointer as a professional. And now, but we've seen that confidence from Bronny here today. And we talk about the stars that have been playing here. Bronny, another one of those stars. And again, His father unable to be here in attendance, because if so, we probably would have had that same line outside that you were talking about before.
Without question. And by the way, LeBron has always come and supported us, even passed up, I hope this doesn't hurt anybody's feelings, the ESPYs one year to come here and sit front row. So we've always made sure that we had plenty of room for him when he shows up to other people. But look, they're so tough in this poor kid. This kid is, every challenge thrown at him, he's overcome it. And no bigger challenge than your life being on the line while you're playing. And yet he decided, I'm just going to overcome that. He got back in shape. And it's still not something that you forget about in 6 months. It's still something about 2 years where you finally get right again. But he's out here challenging, and no matter what, he's smart. He's got, I'm telling you, he's got the body. He's going to get better and better. And in a couple of years, everybody, oh yeah, we knew he was going to be good. Everybody's going to become a believer.
He dove a little early there.
A little early, but you see him getting after it and doing the job defensively. And Warren, it sounds to me you are very similar to the majority of the NBA alumni who we are excited about seeing Bronny. Because, again, when you consider a guy that has played 22 years and has the opportunity to play with his son, what better reward could there be for one of the greatest players to ever play this game?
LeBron in himself is one of the greatest stories ever told. There's nothing that he doesn't put his mind to that he doesn't accomplish. To have his son, and we like